What's up, everybody? We in Cali, San Bernardino, for this video. It's probably the only video that's gonna get done in California, so at least I got one made in California while I'm waiting on the bus to get here. But we was gonna get into chapter 8 of Genesis, and it's another straightforward chapter in the Bible. Try to wait for that sound. See the mountains back there? Man, the video don't do it justice. You got to see this in person for real. The mountains in person. They look real good in person. But chapter 8, Genesis, it's a straightforward chapter. And like I said, I appreciate them chapters because as we go on, the Bible might get more and more complicated. So we have to enjoy these straightforward, quick videos while we got them. So at this point, the flood is ending. Everything is kind of settling down. Everybody has died on the earth except for who God has anointed, basically, or he's put his protection over, and that's Noah and his family for living righteous and not going with what the world had going on with the corruption and the polygamy and the murders and stuff like that. So he didn't follow that path, and his family didn't follow that path, so they were saved. And this is, like I said, he is ending the flood. Chapter 8, it goes into a bunch of numbers about, on this day and this month, the floods ended, or everything ended when Noah was 601 years old. So like they're still throwing in the age type of thing on there. And I mean that's pretty much it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody dies on the earth in chapter 8, and Noah and his family are saved. God lets them out the ark. I mean, it's just like very detailed stuff. He sends a dove out or a bird out to look for land because the whole world is covered in water. He's saying even the mountains were covered in water. I think I said that in the other video, but as you can see the mountains behind me, and I think that's perfect for me to, to be talking about Genesis and the Bible while I'm over here by some mountains. And in the Bible, they're saying that the water was touching the top of these mountains. It was covering these mountains. That's how high the water levels were when the earth flooded and God destroyed humanity. And so when you get up on these mountains out here, and I've been riding around looking at a lot of these mountains. They are bigger than, if I could probably get a shot of this one right here, this one right there. It don't look that big in the video, but if you see that in person, that is really high. That mountain right there is really hundreds of feet high in the sky. And this is probably hundreds of feet right behind me. And so the Bible said that God had all that flooded. So that means us little people, these little buildings that's down here that I'm doing this video around, this was just underwater. Everything was underwater. And basically all that receded. He said it took like 150 days for the earth for the water to dry up and leave the earth or something like that. It took so many days or whatever for that to happen. And basically after that, he let his family outside, and they were safe, and just told them to try. That's just chapter 8. Just Noah and his family was safe. They asked, they let the animals and stuff off the boat and the ark and stuff like that. They were just asked to repopulate the earth and just kind of reset the earth again. So it was reset, by the standards of God, and he trusted Noah to, this is our perception at this point. As we read on in the Bible, this was his responsibility at this moment was to, reset the world in a way. And that's probably do it for chapter 8. I also want to throw a seam retention bit in there too, because I have been thinking about this too lately. So I've been on it for like 5 months. Everything's been all right, yada, yada, yada. But something just came to me the other day, and it was just like innocence. So you have to be careful. You know, I feel like when you own SR, when you own celibacy or something like that, you are building back up your innocence again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're constantly having sex, or you constantly, you know, giving yourself to a person or whatever like that in intimate ways and stuff like that. You're losing your intimacy, and I connected that with Adam and Eve eating the fruit in the garden, and they became aware that they was naked, and they got the knowledge and stuff like that. So when you have sex and you release and stuff like that, you are gaining knowledge of yourself. You are gaining knowledge, probably more knowledge than you should have or whatnot, and it's causing you to be less innocent. And you want to be innocent in this world. You want to have that childlike innocence about you. That just came to me to make the add it to this video and everything like that. I hope y'all can hear it good, because I know this train behind me. But innocence, man. So when you do that, when you go on celibacy streets, I'm not saying for the rest of your life, but I'm just saying when you own this street like I am for 5 months, you're building up your innocence. You're building up your playfulness. You're building up joy. You're building up happiness. You can be legitimately in a situation and just have legit laughs and have legit fun. Everything don't have to be adult material, adult fun. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm trying to say. It don't have to be adult all the time. You know, you can just laugh at anything. You know, I took my daughter to a bunch of kids movies this summer, and I laughed at all those kid movies right along with her. I wasn't too cool. I wasn't too, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't removed from the situation. I laughed right along with her, and I enjoyed those movies right along with her. And I've been on celibacy this whole summer, so I know I was in the moment when I was there. So it's just something to think about, you know, when you celebrate and when you think about celibacy and stuff like that. Like I said, when you are giving yourself to people and stuff like that, you are giving up, you know, yourself, giving up your innocence. You're knowing, you're learning things. You're learning that person. Specifically, you're learning the person that you more than maybe you should probably know them or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know, barring, you know, whether or not you truly want to be with this person or not. You have to consider those type of things. And I won't go too much further. I'll digress at this point as the train is leaving. I hope y'all was able to hear this video. Like the video, appreciate what I'm trying to say or whatever. Appreciate the Bible content. Like I said, chapter 8 is kind of straight to the point as far as the flood ending. Everybody was dead except for Noah and his family. They were just asked to repopulate the earth and refurbish the earth and all that. So we're on to chapter 9 right now. I appreciate everybody that's watching the videos. If you got time, like the video. See you in chapter 8. Peace.